It's just me walking around the E-Chord. And this October 8th, 2020, 3:47 p.m. This is episode 1041. I decided to do this before the sun hits my window and my eyes and everything at my desk, so I can just go ahead and do it, get out of the way, then maybe take a walk while the sun's doing that and get a little exercise in and come back, and the sun will be out of my way. So, but then my editor, CNN, called me and we talked for a little while. Next thing I know, the sun's in my eyes. We talked too long. I didn't get a video done before. I missed it. Anyway. Here we go. So I was watching the debate last night, and I thought Kamala was prosecuted, but she didn't really go after Pence really as hard as I thought that she could have. But then again, I also know that they are like 16 points ahead in the national poll, so why do that? Just let them go. Just let Mike Pence and them just go on with their lives as I point them out and shit, but just don't prosecute them that hard, I guess. I don't know. But she did fine. She did really well. Mike Pence was the worm that he always is and everything, and I'm paying attention to this whole thing. I'm glued to the TV. I'm really into it. I'm taking mental notes throughout it, and then that fucking fly shows up, and I could not. Don't ask me what they talked about while that fly was on Pence's head for 2 minutes and 3 seconds. I have no idea. Do you know how long a fly's lifespan is? It's like 2 days. So that was like a huge chunk of his life was spent on Mike Pence's head. Think about that. And at first, immediately I saw it pop up on the internet. As soon as I saw it, I made a post about it, joking about it. And everybody else in the world had seen it. They created Twitter accounts for it. Twitter was going off. Facebook was going off. And people were like, Clay, you got to do a cartoon about this, about the fly. And I thought, it might be one of those things that's just really big online on social media. It's not really a thing to do for newspapers and stuff like that. And then as soon as the debate was over, Joy Reid and Nicole Wallace or Joe Matter were like, that fucking fly, that fly. And then Brian Williams comes on and goes, you guys see the fly? And then I went over to CNN, and there's Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo, and it's all, bzzz, fly. So it's like, okay, I gotta do something on the fly. On the fly. Gotta do something about the fly. And I had like 3 or 4 different ideas, and I wanted one before I went to bed, so I stayed up till like 1 a.m. to watch coverage of the debate, which turned into more like coverage of the fly. And then at 1 I went to bed. I had an idea. I had a couple ideas, but I had one that I'd settled on. I wasn't in love with it too much, but I thought, okay, this is fine. This is good. And then when I woke up at 6 with my mental alarm clock, this is how I wake up, people. My mental alarm clock wakes me up. And this hit me right then. And I was like, yeah. And then the funny thing is that I had this other idea, not about the fly, that I was intent on doing. It's nothing really came out of the debate. And I went ahead and sent it to CNN, and they were like, hey, we want that one. I sent them 5 ideas, but they liked the one that I guess the top one that I was going to do for my clients tomorrow. Oh, this guitar. Shout outs, Robert Coutinho and Bruce Guthrie. Bruce liked the COVID-shaped bingo balls. Bruce just likes balls. I'm teasing you, Bruce. Anyway, and he talks about some other bingo-related details that I can't really get into. Everybody, have a great night, and I will see you on Friday with a new cartoon, okay? Bye.